Hi, my name is Rafa, and I'm doing this video because this is a project for my final score in physics. So for my misfortune, it's about project motion. That is my worst topic that I know for misfortune, so let's start. First, this is an introduction of projectile motion. Maybe it's not a very explanation about the topic, but I'm going to do my best. First, what is it? First, imagine that, for example, this is a kid. I know that it's very bad drawing, but imagine that it's a good image. So this is a ball or something, maybe, I don't know. And this ball creates a parabolic movement that creates like a wave that is a trajectory that goes a parabol line. In these are two movements. They are to the right to the left, and they are the up to the down. So it means that in here, in the so I repeat it. There is one, the x, the x is x, and the other, the x is y. I repeat it. There are two dimensions in this topic, and well, one is the axis y that have formulas as like this, that maybe in one moment we're going to see each one, and for the other side is the axis y. Sorry. And the axis x, that his formula is very simple. That is, the distance of x is equal to the initial velocity of x times the time. Well, say that we're going to continue, and we're going to see an exercise to answer it together. I don't know. So let's start. So the problem says that there is a building. The top of the building, there is a cannon. Yeah, I know the cannon is more bigger than the building, but doesn't matter. The building, his height is like 125 meters. And a cannonball, it gets fires. Imagine this is the cannonball, and it fires, and it's supposed horizontally, obviously, and get crashes here. And the initial velocity of the ball is about 20 meters per second. And the question is, which is the distance, and find the distance, obviously, of the ball of the cannonball. So we have to solve it with the formulas of here, that is this formula of axis x and this with the axis y. First, we have to see if the axis c, the formula, is correct. We have distance. We don't have distance. We have the initial velocity, but we don't have time. We have to take the answer. So we have to find time. But to that, we have to see the other formulas that are here. Which one of these ones do you think that is the correct one? Please put in pause, and you in your house, you have to choose one. Which one is the correct one? This one, or this one? Well, I give you 5 seconds. Well, if you choose this one, you are not correct. It's this one. And well, in this moment I'm going to tell you why. Because you have all the data. So this is the formula. Height is equal to the initial velocity of y times the time plus minus gravity times the time to the square divided by 2. So we have here the height that you know that is 125 meters. Obviously the velocity, the initial velocity of y is 0. Why? Because the cannon is horizontally, it's not vertically. If it's horizontally, obviously the initial velocity always is going to be 0. For example, in this case it's horizontally, but in other cases also they are in vertical, and this is not the case. And gravity, in this case we're going to use 9.81 meters per second, and only the incognite is the time. So here I'm going to replace the numbers. The first is height, 125 is equal to the initial velocity is 0, the time, we don't have it, plus minus gravity 9.81, the time to the square, obviously we don't have it too, and divided by 2. We're going to realize these ones. So 0 times the time is 0, so we're going to cancel this, and we have only this. 125 is equal to 9.21 times the time to the square divided by 2, and so 125 is equal to 4.9. 4.9 we divide it by 2. Sorry. 9.81 we divide it by 2. This is the result of 4.9. And we take off the formula, and this one we pass to the left, and this number we pass to the right. But here it was divided, so the number it passed divided. Here is multiplying, and we pass to divided. So we have time to the square is equal to 125 divided by 4.9. This one, the result is 25.5. The time is to the square, so we have to make the root square, and the root square of 25 is 5.05, and this is the time. This is the result of the time. So now that we have time, we can use this formula that is about the distance. To accelerate, the r means distance. So we replace that values, and these are the widths, and the distance of x is equal to 20, the initial velocity of 20, times the time that in a moment ago we resolved it. So we multiply this one, and the answer is 101.01 meters. So the answer of the distance of here is 101.01 meters. And well, this is the old exercise. Well, for be honest with you, I was going to do more exercise, but I see the time, and I know that I'm very slowly to explain this. But well, maybe if you want to do that, if you want that I do more exercise with you, please leave a like in the video, and I'm going to consider. In fact, the video it was to calling in less than 5 minutes. And I want to apologize because I know that my English is too bad, and it sounds like a Mexican person trying to speak in English. But well, if you don't understand, please put the subtitles, and well, I hope that you really liked my teacher this video. So teacher, if you're hearing this until this part, please, I hope that you have a piece of mercy in your heart to me. Please, I put all my effort in this video, and since the editions to trying to explain very good my problems, but the time is too longer to me. And well, this is all for today, and see you again. Corte, güey.